Hey guys, Travis here on day one of week 7 of the LCS, joined by Dryus from Team's TSM Snapdragon after his impressive victory against CLG. So, Dryus, first off, happy birthday, Dryus.
Thank you very much.
How old do you turn today?
21.
Well, I'll ask you questions about that, the fluffier questions at the end. But let's first talk about that game. You know, there were a lot of there was some discussion out front that CLG had won that game in picks. That's something that Scar also tweeted at the time, and it looked as though they were just going to be able to sort of outpoke you guys and sort of do this push comp. And they were all over the map. We didn't see a first blood until 18 minutes in. So, how did you guys manage to turn around what a lot of people thought was a CLG game into a TSM game?
Um, in fact, I never thought it was a CLG game in the first place. I did expect once I saw Caitlyn, Nasus, Nunu, and Lux,
Yeah.
that all involves split pushing, poking, taking down towers.
Yeah.
And our first thoughts was they're going to 2 versus 1 top or 2 versus 1 middle, and they're going to take it down. And we transitioned very well. Once I saw that Lux was top, I just started pushing right away because they shouldn't be able to kill me with Nunu, and we also had a ward on their blue. And we just slowly transitioned. We made sure towers lived as long as it could,
Yeah.
and we prioritized towers over kills because every time we get a kill and we have to heal, they could just push down towers, and our team fighting would be better, and their tower pushing would be better. But if we can prioritize towers and not lose too much from getting kills, then stay even, then we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Because we did get the dragon because they pushed down towers, and we ended up getting the towers back later because we do have Shen, who is very good against Nasus, had the Sunfire cape and such, and we just slowly snowballed the game until first blood, of course.
Yeah. So, do you think that that strategy that you guys sort of use is a really good counter to split pushing, or was that just sort of something that you sort of did on the fly? Like you just sort of figured, oh, hey, maybe we don't have to worry about the split push comp just because we managed to pick some heroes that work well against it.
Our main thoughts are just playing standard right now because we do have a new member. We want to clean up our play first before we want to try new things.
Yeah.
And while playing standard, we kind of expect how they're going to play, kind of, talk about what we're going to do level 1, how are we going to end out this game. We've been planning more than we used to, and it's starting to really show and work out for us.
Hey, has Wild Turtle moved into the house yet, or what's going on with him?
He'll be moving in very, very soon, but he's not in yet.
All right, so now you guys have this game against Dignitas. Right now they're losing to Curse pretty handedly, but I think generally they're considered, Curse and Dig right now sort of have that first 1 and 2 spots in the league. Are you concerned at all about going up against them, or are you pretty confident?
Um, I'm a lot more confident than I would be because in the end, other than them playing against other teams and our own mistakes against other teams, I think that our head to head, we've had a history of doing better against them than them against us. Right now, we're 1-1. They certainly stepped up their game a lot, but a lot of the reasons why we're in second is because we've been doing a lot of not so solid play,
Right.
and now with Wild Turtle, right now we're just trying to we're trying to build a base up, and once we keep on building and building that base, we're just gonna get better and better.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the fun stuff. It's your birthday. What are you gonna do? You're 21 now, so you can go drink. Are you gonna go get a drink, get a beer?
Not before any games, of course. But maybe I'll just go to 7-Eleven or go to a bar just for kicks and giggles. I'm not too I'm not too like excited for it,
Yeah.
but it's like if we're going somewhere, it's like, oh, it's 21 over, or I can go gambling now.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the things I'm gonna look forward to is so I can go gambling. Although this week was supposed to be when
IPL
IPL
6.
6,
Yeah.
so my birthday plans were ruined then,
Yeah.
but it's not a big deal. Just playing video games every day is good enough for me.
So there you guys go, Nick Allen ruining birthdays. What one pro player at a time. I guess what else? Do you guys have any other plans down here for the weekend after games? Like, do you guys think maybe you'll go grab dinner? Actually, I heard some of you guys are sick right now. What's up with that?
I'm sick. Reggie's sick. Odd one's sick. Special and Wild Turtle are fine. We had a very, very rough schedule. We flew out to PAX, and then we didn't have a hotel room in the morning, so we red-eyed it. Basically, we flew overnight, and we got very little sleep. So I was really grouchy all day. I signed like thousands of autographs, and it was like when I think about the outside the box, like, oh no, you have to sign autographs and say hi to people who job so hard. But when you get lack of sleep, it's kind of like it's a lot more rough than it should be. Um, also, we went to GDC, got to do all of our sponsor stuff, and other than that, we're pretty okay.
So it's pretty cool. I heard that you guys had just a huge line of people at PAX, and then when I interviewed Reggie and Special at GDC, I saw a bunch of fans too. Is it just really awesome to be able to see all those fans get do all those signatures? I know it's a little tiring at sometimes, but you have all these fans out there, Dyrus. Is it really cool to see all of them and interact with them?
Yeah, it's one of the redeeming qualities actually. Unless I'm doing it for like 5 hours, I need my breaks too. I love interacting with my fans, or I like to see the faces of them, who they are. It's funny to see them kind of fanboy over me or fangirl over me, like, oh my God, I'm so happy, and then like just sign their paper answering the questions and just making them happy. It's a privilege, and it's a very redeeming quality towards being really, really tired and just doing all the work.
Sort of lifts you back up after those long weeks. All right, Dyrus. So sort of wrapping up the interview. You have any shout outs, plugs you want to make at the end?
I'd like to give out a shout out to Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, Asus, Astro, Corsair, Kingston HyperX, Origin PC, Ventrilo, and Gunnar. And I'd also like to give out a shout out to Solomid.net and Riot Games.
I'm sure you're very appreciative of all your sponsors. Thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. For everyone, this is Travis on week 7. I'm sorry, of the LCS. You can check out the rest of our interviews from the LCS at gamespot.com/LCS.